What is it that you want from your mom?
I would just absolutely love if my mom could have a normal life. I'd love for her to find someone to love that genuinely loves her. A normal man that will love her and respect her the way I'm treated by my husband.
Michelle, is that something that you want?
Of course, I would love to have a nice guy and be married and have all that stuff. I just don't know how to make that, I just don't see that happening.
But I know it can happen if she eliminated these customers. What normal man wants to share friends with, she's claiming they're friends, but she's danced for them, they've seen her naked, and she feels that like anyone who has a normal job or lives a regular life is very boring.
Michelle,
is that true, Michelle? I also feel that people who have a normal life, a normal job would not accept my path.
Have you tried?
Accept who I am.
Have you tried?
So, yeah, I have tried, and it's always been bad, and it's always failed.
But Michelle,
so it's easier for me to date bad people, yes.
But Michelle, let's put that aside for a second.
So now I date no one.
Have you been physically abused?
Yes, of course. Hasn't all women?
No.
No. Okay, a lot of women?
Michelle.
No.
Michelle.
Absolutely, positively, unequivocally not.
No.
Michelle, no.
I have been physically and emotionally abused, and you know what? It's because I tolerated it to a certain extent, and because I thought that I was unworthy, and I thought nobody would love me because of my past. It gets to a point where it is very hard to get past that emotion. And I understand when you're going through physical and emotional abuse. But at some point, you have to stand up and learn to love yourself and understand that through healing, through help, you can achieve a different life. And that you need to understand that that is not acceptable, and the only one that's going to accept
Michelle,
and point that way is you.
Give me 1 second. Michelle? Okay, babe. What's going on right now?
She's been abused by
Too much.
too many men.
Is it recent, Nicole?
Almost every man she's ever dated has put their hands on her, and almost every man she's ever dated, I've had to run and go like help her change the locks to her door, or bring her to my house as a safe spot, or like leave everything to make sure we're with her, my husband and I, just to make sure she's protected.
I heard something else that's very concerning, that Nicole was subject to physical abuse herself.
I was with him, and we ended up having 2 children together, and he was abusive, and by the second pregnancy, he was putting his hands on me while I was pregnant, and I thought back to like when I was a kid and like what's happened to my mother.
Yes.
And I realized like that's not what I'm gonna let my 2 boys see. And then I left him and was a single mother of 3 kids until I met my husband.
And now you have a good husband.
Yeah.